David here with Figboot on Pens, back again with another fountain pen review. 3D printing is something that has fascinated me. As the quality of printing gets better and better, the possibilities for the technology are truly endless. I don't need to go out and buy a 3D printer because right now I really don't need another hobby, but I appreciate the folks who have and are creating some interesting things. In the past, I reviewed a number of 3D printed pens from Artcraft, but today I have one for you from a different company, which is Semi Pens. And the pen is called the Lorem Ipsum. The gentleman behind the brand is Luca Possumi. The company name, Semi, comes from part of Luca's last name. It's a common surname in the Venice area of Italy. It means a form of wish for the future or something miraculous. Luca is originally from Bologna, but currently resides in Imola, which is about a 20-minute train ride southeast of the northern Italian city. Luca has a background in mechanical design, mainly with industrial and heavy machinery. For the last few years, he's been involved with industrial additive manufacturing, which is a fancy way of describing a process where an object is built one layer at a time. In other words, 3D printing. He enjoys using fountain pens and wanted to make one of his own design with the materials and processes that he's an expert with. He made a few pens and obtained some feedback from others and started attending pen shows, and that's how the slippery slope begins. And now he has a pen company. And in order to take a look at Luca's creation, please join me over here at camera 2. The pen arrives in this box. It has the Semi logo on it, which is the lion. Inside, we have a few things. One, it came with a nice 3D printed pen stand. I do like the grooves on that. I think it does a good job of hiding kind of the layered look to it. It has a bit of texture here on the side as well, which is interesting. But I like this little pen stand. And then inside, we have a little bit of information about the company. And then we have a polishing cloth that it was wrapped in, which is interesting because it's not a polishing cloth that you would use for this pen, but it's still nice to have one. And there we have the pen. Then inside, we also have a little writing sample that was included in there, so that was nice. So here we have the Semi Pens Lorem Ipsum. I like the Lorem Ipsum name. Lorem Ipsum is the placeholder text commonly used in graphic design in order to fill empty spaces in a layout that doesn't have content yet. Usually it's kind of gibberish Latin. Every so often a company will slip up and send something out in the wild with the Lorem Ipsum text, and I always find that to be humorous. But there's a lot going on here with this pen that I enjoy. First of all, it has an interesting feel to it, that it does feel 3D printed, but we'll just say in a quality way. It is extremely light, but I do like these grooves that are here on the cap and the barrel. I'm wondering if over time that's just going to be nooks and crannies that dust and things like that. You can see a little bit of dust and things like that get in there. Maybe that's what the polishing cloth could be used for. But I do like the tactile feeling of this, and I think it gives it a nice visual element. Let's go over the parts and features of this pen. Here on the end, we have the Semi Pens logo, which is the lion. Then the cap angles up until about, there's about an inch left in the cap where it straightens out. And then I'd say there's a medium-sized rounded step down to the barrel, which is straight for about an inch or so before it tapers down to the end, and it is slightly rounded. I will say that I like the texture of this pen and that it doesn't have a lot of the telltale signs of the 3D printing, which I don't particularly care for on some of the other pens. So this is a high quality printing. The cap twists off with about half of a rotation. I think these are triple entry threads, and so that accommodates literally coming off with about half of a twist. And underneath we have a number 6 JoWo nib in black. I think that going with the black nib was a good choice on this pen, as opposed to going with the silver one. You can see it has a little bit of ink here on the side. And then here is the plastic feed. The section is 3D printed as well. It has a bit of texture to it. It has a little bit of a flare at the end before angling up a bit steeply until you have those 3D printed threads, and then a pretty much non-existent step up to the remainder of the barrel. The section is very accommodating. That texture makes it very easy to grip. Your grip is going nowhere when it's on here. And I don't, even if my grip comes in contact with these threads, I don't find them to be sharp or uncomfortable. The section is a bit on the thicker side, which I enjoy, and that it's plenty long enough to use unposted. It does post. I'm not quite sure if I feel confident about posting this pen. I'm not sure if over time that the resin might get marked up by that. So I would prefer to use this pen unposted. The body, or this pen does accommodate standard international converters, cartridges, as well as converters. It is not recommended that you eyedropper this pen. Something that I enjoy about this was just a small design element, but I like thoughtful things like this, is that there is actually kind of well, call it one set of threads here at the end, but then closer to the end of the section, there is a couple of raised areas right there. And so when you are closing this, the threads activate here, but then you could feel that it has a little bit more tension for the last, we'll say, rotation. And that's because over here, this area is creating a little bit more pressure on the inside. And so it's just something that feels nice. It feels like it's a quality writing instrument and quality engineering. And even though it's something small like that, I appreciate little small elements of the design like that to make this perform nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at some size comparisons as well as some measurements. In regard to some size comparisons, I did have a couple of 3D printed pens from Artcraft. I think this one was just simply called the Dragon. And then here we have the Mars rover. You know what? I've reviewed a couple of 3D printed pens from Pen 18111, but every single one I've reviewed, I've given away, so I don't have one of those. But if you want to see another high-quality 3D printed pen, check out the review of the Pen 18111s that I have on the channel. And then next up, I have a 3D printed pen, and this is from Hex Pens. This is one I've purchased. You can see that I haven't even taken the tag off of it yet, but it has a very interesting barrel that is the ink chamber. And so when the ink goes in here, you'll see it kind of go around in this helix kind of DNA pattern there, and it will be rather interesting. And I'll review this one of these days, but this is a pen that I recently purchased. In regard to some non-3D printed pens, here it is with a TWSBI Eco and a Pilot Metropolitan. And then here it is with a Leonardo Momento Zero. This was the latest release. I think this the Black Friday release. I'm not quite sure. This was that was at the end of November. This was one of the releases. It could have been for Fountain Pen Day or could have been for Black Friday. I can't quite remember. But this was through Stilo and Stile, and this has actual gold leaf that's inside of the resin that. If you still want to get a closer look at those, I believe these are all sold out, but it is still an interesting review. I'd like to see how these are made. But it's a very interesting model, and Stilo and Stile does a really great job of coming up with some interesting materials for their collaborations. In regard to some uncapped comparisons, here it is with the Eco and the Metropolitan. And then again, the Momento Zero from Leonardo. Here we go with the writing sample for the Semi pens. And this is the Lorem Ipsum. And this is a medium stainless steel nib. And the ink I'm using is one of my favorites, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a second, but it's from Papier Plume. and it is House of the Rising Sun. This is what the ink looks like. It's a really nice kind of burnt orange. This is what it looks like in regard to like a more vibrant orange, which is the Robert Oster burnt orange, or I'm sorry, rust orange, as well as the Pen Addict Fire on Fire. And then here it is with Leonardo's Arancia Tarocco, as well as Tassia's Dye. And that I mentioned that I was going to tell you a little bit more about it because this was a limited edition ink with Papier Plume, and I have really come to the commitment that I want to use my inks, meaning that if there is a limited edition ink that is no longer being made, there's a tendency to want to hold on to it and not use it, so you always have it, but I want to use my inks. I actually have 2 bottles of this ink, and I just finished one of them. So you can see this one is been used, and then I have one that has not been used yet. So I finished one of the bottles, and that, like, well, I said that they are no longer being made, and it'll be sad when I am gone, when these are gone, because it will not be able to be replaced. And I really enjoy this color. That I think inks are meant to be used, and I will enjoy it while I can. And then when it's gone, then it is gone. But it's better to do that than just have it sitting there forever and never using it. Inks are meant to be used. Here we go with the rest of the writing sample. This medium JoWo nib performs very nicely. Sometimes the plated nibs can feel a little bit different, but I feel that this one is very pleasant. You're not going to get a lot of line variation out of there. But I do find that I'd say this is on the medium side in regard to ink flow. In regard to reverse writing, the ink flow is significantly lower, but it does lay down an we'll say extra fine line. And in regard to some fast writing, the feed keeps up very well. So these pens retail for $114. And I think that's a very good price for what you receive here. You're receiving a quality pen with a quality nib, and that it has a unique and interesting look to it. And that, like I had mentioned before, I've been intrigued by the 3D printing, and I think that that Semi here does a very good job of that. There is a bold black model that's been fitted with a number 8 Bock titanium nib. That one goes for a bit more. It's $234, I believe, but still it's rather interesting. These are available in fine, medium, and broad, and I'll put a link to the Semi pens on the in the notes below. But it's something I've enjoyed taking a look at. Okay, until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.